This is how the world ends, prophecies from every corner of the earth. There's something about end-time prophecies that makes people sit up and listen. Maybe it's the thrill of a looming apocalypse, or maybe it's because, deep down, everyone wonders, what if it's all true? Throughout history, people have pointed at wars, plagues, strange leaders, and wild weather, saying, this is it. The end is coming. And yet, here we are. But just because we're still standing doesn't mean we aren't living smack in the middle of some of the most famous and controversial end-time prophecies ever told. Let's take a deep dive into the big ones, see what they say, and ask the question no one really wants to answer: are we actually living in the end times? Before we delve in, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. It really helps with visibility. Now, you can't talk about doomsday without opening the book of Revelation. This one is the granddaddy of all apocalyptic prophecies. Written by John the Apostle while he was exiled on the island of Patmos, Revelation is like a wild fever dream filled with beasts, dragons, plagues, and a final showdown between good and evil. There's the Antichrist, a smooth-talking global leader who deceives the masses. There's the mark of the beast, 666, without which people won't be able to buy or sell. And there's the Battle of Armageddon, where everything comes to a head in a cataclysmic war. Now, if you look around today, tell me the world isn't primed for a charismatic leader to swoop in and save everyone. Who would it be? Well, some point at big political figures, the Pope, even tech billionaires like Elon Musk. And the mark of the beast? Some say it could be microchips, digital IDs, or AI-driven social credit systems. It's all speculation, but come on, doesn't it make you wonder? Then we have Nostradamus, the French astrologer who wrote vague, poetic predictions that people have been linking to world events for centuries. Some say he predicted the rise of Hitler, 9/11, and even the COVID-19 pandemic. His quatrains talk about great wars, a powerful dictator from the east, and cities burning. Sound familiar? Some reckon his writings hint at World War III, triggered by conflicts in Eastern Europe or the Middle East. Now, look at the state of global politics today. Russia, China, the US, all flexing their muscles. Iran and Israel? Tensions are boiling. One wrong move, and we could be staring straight at a prophecy fulfilled. And who could forget the 2012 Mayan calendar fiasco? People swore the world was going to end on December 21st, 2012. Spoiler alert, it didn't. But maybe something else happened, something we missed. Some believe it marked the beginning of a spiritual shift or a countdown to a slower, more drawn-out end. Since 2012, haven't things just felt off? Climate disasters, pandemics, AI exploding in ways we never expected. Maybe the world didn't end, but the version we knew sure seems to be breaking apart. Islamic eschatology also has a lot to say about the end times. There's talk of the Dajjal, an antichrist-like figure who will deceive the world, pretending to be good while secretly leading people astray. Then there's the return of Jesus. Yes, Jesus plays a big role in Islamic prophecy too, who will come back to defeat the Dajjal and bring justice. And the Mahdi, a hidden leader who will rise when things get really bad. Look at the Middle East right now: chaos, war, global powers getting involved. Could we be gearing up for something bigger? Some say yes, and if we start seeing a savior to emerge in the region, well, you can connect the dots. The Catholic Church has its own end-time warnings, and one of the biggest is the 3 secrets of Fatima. In 1917, 3 Portuguese children claimed the Virgin Mary gave them 3 visions. The first 2 were about hell and the rise of communism, but the third? It was kept secret for decades, and when it was finally revealed, many believed it was heavily edited. It spoke of great suffering, a ruined church, and a time of spiritual crisis. Some think we're living it right now: sex abuse scandals, declining faith, and strange alliances between religious and political powers. And if the real third secret is even worse than what we've been told? Well, that's a scary thought. Hinduism's Kali Yuga is another big one. Hindu teachings describe for great ages, and the last one, Kali Yuga, is an age of darkness, corruption, and moral decay before the world resets. And guess what? We're in it. Everything from political corruption to environmental destruction seems to fit the script. Hindu texts even mention iron birds, planes, fiery weapons, nuclear bombs, and mass confusion where people can't tell right from wrong. If that's not today, what is? Then we have the Hopi prophecies, passed down by Native American elders. They speak of a time when the world will go through a purification process. Either people change their ways and live in balance with nature, or everything will collapse. The Hopi warned about people building a spider web, the internet, and dwelling in the sky, space stations. They also predicted environmental destruction as a major warning sign. And let's be honest, if the earth isn't screaming at us to stop, then we must all be deaf. Jewish messianic prophecies also have their say. According to Jewish tradition, before the Messiah comes, the world will go through chaos. There will be wars, deception, and strange signs in nature. Some believe the modern state of Israel's creation in 1948 was a major end-time milestone. Another big one? The Third Temple in Jerusalem. Many religious Jews believe it must be rebuilt, but that's a politically explosive topic. If construction ever begins, watch out, the world might just lose its mind. Now, let's talk about something a bit more modern: AI and the Webbot prophecies. Webbot is an internet-based prediction system that has eerily forecasted major events. Some believe AI itself could be the ultimate end-time sign, a force so powerful that it changes everything, maybe even leading to the singularity, where machines surpass humans. Are we already there? Maybe not yet, but with AI doing things even its creators don't understand, we might be walking straight into our own prophecy. And finally, the technological singularity. This is more science than prophecy, but the idea is simple: one day, AI, biotech, and cybernetics will merge in ways that make humans obsolete, or something else entirely. Some think this is the real mark of the beast, a world where people will have to merge with tech to survive in society. Sounds extreme, but is it? Every day, we're getting closer to brain implants, digital currencies, and AI-powered governance. If we're not careful, the end might not be fire and brimstone, but a future where humans are no longer the ones calling the shots. And before we wrap up, we can't ignore the Boer prophet, Sina van Rensburg. Often brushed aside or quietly left out of global prophecy conversations, Sina had visions that eerily align with the world we're seeing today. He predicted internal unrest in South Africa, widespread corruption, the collapse of morality, and even a European war spilling over into global chaos. Some of his followers believe he foresaw the return of traditional values after a long period of confusion and destruction. He spoke of a red flag rising again, some say Russia, and warned of betrayal from within South Africa's own leadership. Whether you see him as a prophet or a patriot with second sight, his words are echoing louder these days. Ignoring him might be one of the biggest oversights of our time. So, are we in the end times? It's easy to laugh it off, but look around. Wars, AI, climate disasters, deception, power-hungry leaders, it's all there. Maybe the world has always been this way, and every generation sees themselves in these prophecies. Or maybe, just maybe, we're the ones who finally get to see how it all plays out. Always keep in mind that we can let fear of the prophecies consume us, or we can put our faith in God and live in His hope and peace. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel to grow.